What's up, Gooners? Arsenal scouts were spotted watching an £82 million striker destroy Tottenham in the Champions League. Rafael Leao is now available after AC Milan changed their stance, and Andrea Berta just got linked to Man City. But his response will shock you. But first, smash that subscribe button because we're bringing you Arsenal scouting reports and transfer news before anyone else, every single day. Let's go. Gooners, Arsenal sent scouts to watch a player this week, and what they saw was absolute dominance. According to Team Talk, Arsenal had scouts in attendance at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium on Wednesday night. They were watching Atletico Madrid's Julian Alvarez, and the 26-year-old put on an absolute show. Alvarez dominated Tottenham over both legs in the Champions League. 3 goals, 2 assists against our rivals in the biggest competition in club football. During the match at Spurs, Alvarez scored a superb counter-attacking goal before assisting David Hanko from a corner. Arsenal scouts watched all of this live, taking notes, evaluating, reporting back to Andrea Berta. This campaign, Alvarez has now netted 17 goals and 8 assists in 43 appearances for Atletico Madrid. That's a pretty strong return for a player adjusting to a new league. But here's where it gets interesting. Arsenal weren't the only Premier League club scouting Alvarez. Chelsea were also in attendance watching the £82 million striker. So this could become a London battle for his signature. Alvarez has already informed Atletico that he is open to leaving in the summer. That's a green light for interested clubs. The former Man City attacker could arrive at the Emirates Stadium as a strong alternative to Victor Gyökeres, who Arsenal are open to keeping. Gabriel Jesus could end up leaving Arsenal in the summer if Alvarez were to arrive in North London during the next window. Right now, Barcelona remains Alvarez's dream destination. However, the Spanish club might not have the funds to make the move happen, and here's Arsenal's advantage. Alvarez has indicated that he would be open to a move to London. That makes either Chelsea or Arsenal strong contenders in the summer, and Arsenal just sent scouts to watch him destroy Tottenham. That's not a coincidence. Diego Simeone's Atletico are through to the Champions League quarter-finals where they'll face Barcelona. After that, it could be Arsenal in the semis. Imagine Arsenal facing Alvarez in the Champions League semi-final and then signing him in the summer. That would be incredible. Should Arsenal pay £82 million for Julian Alvarez after scouts watched him? Comment yes or no. While Arsenal scout Alvarez, another winger has suddenly become available after drama in Italy. Gooners, this is huge. Rafael Leao has gone from untouchable to tradable at AC Milan, and Arsenal have already spoken to his representatives. For all the success Arsenal are achieving this season, one doubt is crystal clear: the future of Mikel Arteta's options on the left wing. Gabriel Martinelli and Leandro Trossard need to be upgraded. The threat of Bukayo Saka and Noni Madueke on the right desperately needs to be mirrored on the left. Fortunately, Arsenal already seem to be doing the groundwork. Andrea Berta has spoken to Rafael Leao's representatives, but here's what just changed everything, and you need to hear this. AC Milan's defeat to Lazio indicated a change in how the Rossoneri feel about Leao's future. The Portugal international threw a bit of a tantrum. That behaviour has since seen Tuttomercatoweb report that the player and his club are now at a crossroads. As a result, Leao has gone from untouchable to tradable in terms of the summer transfer window. The Italian outlet states that while Milan aren't going to list Leao as available for transfer, no one would be opposed to a good offer. With 9 Serie A goals so far this season, Leao would be an upgrade on Martinelli, who has scored just once since the 2025/26 Premier League campaign kicked off. While Leao's talent is undeniable, there's a major question: would Arteta approve of his temperament? Listen to what Tuttomercatoweb stressed in their report. Recovering the situation isn't impossible, but it requires a radical change of direction on the player's part. Leao's talent has never been in doubt, but that alone isn't enough when he starts creating more problems than he solves. Creating more problems than he solves. That sentence doesn't read well, particularly not for a club as united as Arsenal. There are no big personalities in the Arsenal squad. While being littered with superstars, it maintains a feel that everyone is equal. Leao's actions have altered how Milan feel about keeping him at the club. That's alarming given the positive culture and environment at Arsenal. It would be fascinating to learn how Arteta now sees the Arsenal target. Quality is one thing, but character is just as important. Arsenal have built something special with their squad harmony. Would signing a player who creates more problems than he solves destroy that? That's the question Berta and Arteta need to answer before making a move for Leao. Should Arsenal sign Rafael Leao despite his temperament issues? Comment, sign or avoid. Speaking of Andrea Berta, he's suddenly being linked with leaving Arsenal, but his response is clear. Gooners, Andrea Berta is attracting attention from all around Europe. Manchester City and Bayern Munich both want him. But Arsenal have nothing to worry about. The Italian director is doing an amazing job at the Emirates Stadium and is seen as one of the top directors in world football. Arsenal enjoyed an impressive summer transfer window. Berta's changes to the squad have put the team into contention for the quadruple. But following an impressive first season in North London, the former Atletico Madrid director has caught the eye of European giants. According to journalist Ben Jacobs speaking to TalkSport, here's what's actually happening. Arsenal obviously have all of the cards, and it may be that there's a bit of leverage going on here as well, and then Berta can go back to Arsenal and get improved terms after doing really well since he's come in. So these links might just be Berta's camp creating leverage to get better terms at Arsenal. That's smart business. Jacobs continued, I have no reason to think that Berta's looking to move away. He hasn't struggled with the acclimatization. He's been learning English. He's been very aggressive in the market. Here's the fascinating part. Jacobs said if Berta wasn't receiving job offers, it would be more concerning for Arsenal. Why? Because it would tell you he's not doing well and isn't in demand. At this stage, Arsenal are not fearful of a departure, Jacobs confirmed. Some clubs have made inquiries, particularly Monaco, but from Arsenal's point of view, they're expecting Andrea Berta to be a long-term part of their project. Arsenal are preparing for a busy summer with Berta leading their recruitment drive. Regardless of what happens this season, the Gunners are in for big spending. Berta isn't going anywhere, and that's great news for Arsenal's future. Are you relieved Berta is staying at Arsenal? Comment, relieved or worried. All right, Gooners, time to vote. Alvarez destroyed Spurs with our scouts watching. £82 million worth it? Yes or no? Leao available but creates problems. Can I sign him anyway? Sign or avoid? Berta staying despite City and Bayern interest. How do you feel? Drop her if you're buzzing. Comment section is yours. Let's debate. Enjoyed this? Like, subscribe, and I'll see you tomorrow with more Arsenal news. Come on, you Gunners.